Hey, welcome back, Barbarians, to another Destiny 2 video. Today we're actually going to be talking about the Perdition Lost Sector located in Cadmus Ridge on Europa, how to farm it at 1250, and the most efficient strategy that I've found works for me for sub 5-minute runs. So transitioning Perdition as barrier and overload, as all the 1250s do. Also additional 50% damage from void, everything, all void damage. And this was the helm that I was farming. I chose to use the Night Stalker with Void Grenade, Bottom Tree, Night Watch, Scout Rifle, Rapid Hit Explosive Payload, the GN7 rifle, which I think is very good. Mine isn't the best roll, and Truth as my heavy, and I'll explain why as we get into it. Surge Eater, Thermal Overload from the artifact this season. And then you'll notice the rest of the perks and mods. I'm running some more Mind Cell stuff, but obviously I don't have a way to create them. But mainly just spec everything towards rockets, as I do here with my reserves. And it's absolutely crazy. You can hold 9 Truth rockets, which is absurd. And lastly, Worm Husk, just so I can trigger my health regen when I want to. Alright, let's jump into it. Equipment locked. All the harpies in here have arc shields, every single one. So that's something really to keep your mind on. I start out all my runs by popping the shields. I don't do any more damage than I need to past the popping of the shields just to save ammo and time. I go invis most runs, and if you shoot 2 truth rockets immediately before he teleports, you can kill the Hydra. And this, I think I got my fastest run was 3.5 minutes, which in my opinion is pretty absurd for this one. The nice thing you'll see here is the Harpies' shields come back so quick that once you knock them down, that explosive damage kills them, which is just a really easy way to deal with them. You walk up far enough just to trigger the Minotaur here. You can throw a nade, pop his shield, hence why I'm using my Void subclass, so I don't have to use a Truth Rocket on him. Again, it's kind of a sea of Harpies from here. And there I went too far ahead, which isn't a problem, but you'll notice in the back that next wave of enemies also spawned. So I'm just sitting back and dealing with them, starting with the Harpies first. And then once the Harpies are destroyed, yeah, just get a little bit of their shields. Another nice thing that synergizes well is the Worm Husk helmet, and I personally prefer it reloads my weapon. Not in this Lost Sector per se, I use it to reload my Truth really quick, but in other Lost Sectors it's nice if you have an anti-barrier SMG, just to make sure you can reload it in case they do pop their shields up. As far as the anti-barrier champions, that is. Still just popping Harpy shields. I'm staying back far enough so the Overload champion shouldn't be charging me yet. This place I am right here I think is the best to take out the Overload champion. Get higher ground on him and he can't really damage you with his gun. The best spot. I'm going to stun him twice here. And if you pay close attention, I only use 1 grenade. When you get into the 1280s, you do have to throw 2 grenades, stun them twice, if not 3 times. But there you really just need to use 1 grenade, and now I have another grenade for this wave up here. I throw it there first, and then I go for the stun to get my grenade back. I just kind of go on that loop. Use my grenade again. Now he's stuck in double vortex grenade. My grenade is just going to kill him. Alright. Killed most of the small ads here. You do have to walk forward, as you'll see here. Just trigger the ads. Champion, both anti-barrier. I pop my invis nade just to back off. Depending on your Truth animal economy, you're usually really good. So I'll use a rocket here, and I will use 1, if not 2, to kill the wyvern, wyvern. It's just worth it. They do so much damage in this Lost Sector. They're harder than the champions, harder than the boss. I have 5 rockets, just making sure I'm reloaded, killing stuff that's pushing me. Another heavy brick. Just taking this guy out with my pulse. Doesn't really matter what you use. Now I'm looking for the wyvern. Most of the time I will use 2 truth rockets unless I'm struggling on ammo. And you notice I picked up the brick there. I think that one gave me, yeah, that one gave me 5 rockets with 1 heavy brick, which is absolutely crazy, especially for doing these fast. Now coming up on the last few ads here, you'll notice that there's the 2 barrier champions. But if you shoot a truth rocket fast enough, and I don't know if I learned this technique yet, but if you shoot 2 rockets back to back, they can't put their shields up in time. That only works, however, if they have 0 damage taken. If they have any damage taken already, and I died there, it won't work. They'll put up their shields too fast for that second rocket to go through, and it'll just ricochet off their shields, which is pretty annoying. But especially the 1250, if you have enough ammo and bricks laying around, it's well worth it time-wise to shoot 2 rockets at each of the barrier champions, and it just moves things right along. So I'm just kind of looking for the barrier champion. I'm going to push this one, shoot the rocket. No, he's going to put his shield up, pop it. I think I go for the finisher here, if I remember right, jumping up. I don't have the thing that gives you heavy. It just happened to drop a heavy brick. Just slowly dealing with the hobba goblins. And the barrier actually did a weird thing where he came behind me, which he's never done. So just taking care of him. And really with the barrier, it's weird. I don't know if it's a glitch. In this lost sector particularly, they shoot at you while their barrier's up. And here you can literally, with bottom tree tether, kill him just with this super. Watch. And he's dead. You can pop your grenade here to go invis if you're taking damage. Still have 9 truth rockets. I got an exotic there. Pretty great run. Alright, got Knucklehead Radar there. And again, I think in 10 runs I got quite a few exotics. Now I'm going to play another run through here. If you want to stay and watch this, it would be greatly appreciated. I'm using the exact same loadout. Now when I go back and farm this again, I'll actually probably switch to an SMG. The reason I had the pulse is for the anti-barrier champions at distance because they do so much damage. In the harpies, it's kind of nice. However, I think a SMG will allow me to be a little bit more aggressive. And the ammo economy for my truth hasn't been an issue, so I won't ideally need anti-barrier at all. Unless, something comes up where one's already damaged. And then I shoot a truth rocket, and then he's going to put his shield up, so that's going to kind of mess things up. But I'm going to try it with the Ikelos SMG. Therefore, I can also create Warmind cells and might speed up some of the room clears. I'll be curious to see what happens. I'm going to try that loadout as well. So if you guys did like this video and found it informative, please make sure to drop a like. It'd be greatly appreciated. And I will see you guys in the next one.